What is up, everybody? I am in Shining Beyond today, having a wonderful day. It's just absolutely awesome. Every time I log in here, I get reminded about how this is pretty much the best gacha system out right now. I mean, just looking at this, this is beautiful. Okay, coming off of pretty much every other game that I'm running, you want a character? Here's a $54 bundle with the character. It's giving you more than enough shards to summon them. You get 300 shards. Right, it only costs 150 to summon them, so you even get to star them up a little bit, and they give you a bunch of stuff to really power that hero up. I don't see other games offering a character for $50, and I get that a lot of you are going to say, yeah, but you have to power this character up. You got to power these characters up in other games too. You know, Last Claudia did make it a little bit easier to grind shards out for the heroes, so you don't necessarily have to wail for them to get dupes of them. But it still costs an effing fortune to pull the character in the first place. I mean, you're talking $350 as opposed to $50, and you have the character. You know, and then if you want to put money into, you know, getting charged for that character, that's your business. So I definitely need to encourage this, and that is why I have to come in here and play this game. Even though I don't have time, I still make it a priority to get in here. I try to support them. I just have to. I feel like as a gatekeeper for gacha games, I have to encourage the games that have the best gacha systems that are the most player friendly. Supporting this is going to make better gacha systems in the future. Once the developers figure out that this is a formula that works, and this is something feasible for them to do and still make good money without completely ripping us off, and that this is getting support, they're going to lean more towards that way, and that's exactly what we want. We want this game to influence lots of different gacha games that are coming out in the future. Because I'm hard-pressed to find a better system than this. If you guys, you know, want to leave me a comment telling me about some other gacha game that you know of where the gacha system itself is this player friendly. And don't get me wrong, I love the mechanics in this game too. I like the combat, I like how it works. It's a nice pace, I dig it. Overall, I mean, it's an amazing game. It's just really hard for me to keep up on so many gacha games, but I feel like I have to be in here. I have to support this game. I have to do that as Mobile Gamers Unite. It feels right. I don't know, call me crazy, but I just feel obligated at this point. And you know, I spend a lot of time over, like right now I'm behind the Last Claudia, you know, keeping up in Landgrisser, and your boy still does have to work. I am not, you know, an actual YouTuber. I have a career. Yeah, so balancing all of that with 3 gacha games does become absolutely ridiculous. And your boy has kids, so, you know, I got to deal with all of their made-up problems too. So it can be tricky, and I've really been feeling the pressure from this game. But you know what? It's still worth it. Every time I log in here and I see Chainsaw Girl, man. Every time I see this Chainsaw Girl, I'm like, yeah, no, this game is dope. Everything about this is awesome. I love seeing this girl run around in combat. Oh, and speaking of which, I've hardly been logging in, so I've barely been getting resources. I've been getting a couple dollar bundle here and there just to scrape by, just to help them. But if we look at my characters, I've still had like really no problem pulling these characters. I at least got one off of this banner. I got Coco. Right? Who am I missing? I'm missing Freya and Kane. I hear Kane is pretty amazing, but so Freya, this is the girl on the banner that I'm missing right now. You know, it's not too big of a deal. I feel like I'll just get her later. And look, I even have 10 shards. I'm already, you know, 7% there. So this is cool. She does have some Steel Life stuff going on. She would be a cool looking character. I feel like for the most part, for most players though, they're still really trying to concentrate on their like top 4 or 5 characters. And I am notoriously bad at this, guys. Like, when I get into a gacha, I want to start collecting, and I want to run everybody, and then I want to make a choice of who I want to invest in. And by then, you know, we're knee-deep into the game, and I'm still scratching, you know, just picking the characters that I want to use. So, I don't know. I do like Chef Boyardee. He is pretty dope. I think I'm going to stick with him. Obviously, Emma is not going anywhere. She is just that damn OP. I'm sure everybody that has her is just thankful and happy. And Sonya, I don't think Sonya's going anywhere. I absolutely love her. To me, Sonya's right up there with Emma. Just IMO, just IMO. I mean, as far as coolness factor, chainsaw, and bubblegum, please. Talk about one deadly little lolly with gum. So I just dig it. She's totally cool. And Fran, again, I don't know exactly where her design's from. I've seen Fran somewhere, but Fran's cool. I dig it. For now, you know what? Fran might be swapped in and out depending on what's going on with another tank, because let's see. Other than Amiko, where is that tank girl? You know the one. She was really busty. Oh, it's like here she is. Her shard count actually reflects her bust size because she has 1,155 shards sitting around, and yeah, it correlates to her cup size for sure. Look at this girl. She's amazing. Badass tank. And I know I can get a lot out of her, so she might be getting swapped in and out with Fran. I do need to concentrate. I need to concentrate. That's what I really need to do. But it is cool to get these other characters, on the side. It does, Coco is a badass. She's a cat person. I do actually want to level her up and run her around and use her. I just haven't had the time to, but she looks absolutely awesome. I love the character design, and I just want to, I have to see what this tactical transfusion stuff's all about. Vitamin pack, it all looks good. We'll just have to see how it works. But I am happy about her. I love her design. I just think she is a badass character, and it makes it tough for me as a collector, so that's just where your boy's at. I am having to play this game casually because, listen, I don't want to get into the story and skip any of it. I just don't. I actually want to give this game a fair chance to give me its experience that it wants to, put out there. I don't want to skip through all the text. I don't want to just do that. And that is really what's holding me back. When I can, actually find a day where I can sit down and concentrate and get a lot of stuff done in here. I mean, until then, though, it's proven to be a very maintainable game, right? I log in here, I get the idle stuff, claim all that, and I just kind of keep things rolling. I've been missing events and stuff like that. It just doesn't even matter. This game is still a blast to play. Even if I'm not making as much progress as I really want to be. But I can't until I, get further into the story. And I refuse to just skip story. And at that point, I feel like these games would be turning into like a job or a chore. And I strictly do this for my own entertainment. That's what this channel is all about. I am not a YouTuber. I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but your boy does not edit. Everything is off the cuff. Everything is raw. And that's just what you're going to get over here, because I hardly even have time to speak into a microphone for you. That's just the way that it is. But I love these games, and I'm in here for that. And everybody, well, pretty much everybody that's subbed to me should probably know that by now. And that's why I have to keep coming in here. I have to keep playing this game. It's just that awesome. It does that much for us as a whole. And I just want people to know that. And just IMO, though. Just IMO. So I still will be in here slowly grinding it out. And I'll be dropping vids from time to time. But this game's still always a pleasure to play. Right? And other games, I've covered them. And I haven't been able to go back to them just because there's been so many. Just the other day, Guardian Tales got brought up, and that's a great game too. I could see myself playing that. I actually started an account. I did start supporting them when they first started because I wanted that game to do good too. But my one gripe with Guardian Tales is their gacha is not progressive at all. That is a huge problem. I get that their characters do a lot, and I can kind of see, I don't know, I just don't see why their characters would be that expensive to pull, but, I don't know, but it was a great game, but I couldn't go in there and keep up on it, and plus once I saw that the game was going to have plenty of support and a great community, I didn't really feel like they needed my help that much, and that's why I haven't been covering that game. Same thing with SOA. You know, I did a couple vids in there showcasing the graphics, how great everything looks, but I just have not been able to go in there and keep up on anything. But this game, no, it's a must. I have to. So I'm going to keep covering this. Give me a like if you agree, and I will talk to you all soon. Peace.